Everyone rushes off the ship when it hits port, but what if that's the biggest mistake you can make? In today's video, I'm revealing one of the best-kept cruise secrets, why staying on board can be the best destination. From having the entire thermal spa to myself, to our high-energy Teppanyaki show at Kyoto that I think is the best at sea. This might just change the way you cruise forever. Let's dive in. Well, hello, good morning, and welcome back to the World America. We are pulling into San Juan now. We did just pass the barge or whatever that was run aground, and there's a tugboat trying to pull it out. So it looks like we're on schedule. We're technically behind schedule, but on schedule for the new schedule, if you will. But we're gonna head up to the buffet. We missed sit-down breakfast. So we're gonna head up to the buffet and get some grub. And then see what else we can get into for the rest of the day. So come with us. So we went up to the buffet up on 19, had some good breakfast. As we were on the way out, Madison saw one of her friends from Kids Club and decided she did not want to get off the ship. She wanted to go to Kids Club because her friend was like, "Are you going to Kids Club?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to Kids Club." And then when we got to Kids Club, they were like, "Is she having lunch with us?" And Madison was like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "When's lunch?" And they're like, 12:30, which is in like 2.5 hours. I was like, "You're going to stay at Kids Club this whole time?" And she was like, "Oh yeah. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I guess I'm on my own for a little bit. Well, the Carnival Magic is coming in. Check this out. The Carnival Magic has a special place in my heart because it is the first ship we boarded after the shutdown, and the crew that we had on that ship was amazing. Shout out to the Facebook group. Boy, we still hang out with all of those people when we can. I am actually going to go to the spa because I am a Gold Voyagers Club. I have 1 free hour at the spa, so that's what I'm going to go do. I'll go check out the spa, and I'm gonna bring you guys with me for whatever I can. So I personally think that the MSC Aurea Spa is one of the best spas at sea. The amount of different experiences and things that they offer, they have the saunas, they have the hot tubs if that's what you're into, but they also have the snow room with actual snow in it, and it is freezing. They have a bunch of different experiences that you can try. This one was basically a hot table that you would lay on. I felt like I was food on a buffet line. It was pretty funny. They had some really awesome dark saunas, playing some really nice ambient music, but it was very dark and moody, which was really, really nice and relaxing, as opposed to the brightness of some of the other saunas. They had this really interesting walking experience where you would go from mid-calf hot water to mid-calf cold water, and you were supposed to stand in each of them for a prolonged period of time. And so you would go from the cold water to the hot water, then back to the cold water, and the cold water was frigid cold, and the warm water was pretty hot. So it was quite the experience just walking from one to the other in shock value. Then, of course, I went back to the original sauna, and it was a huge sauna for me and all my 0 friends because, again, going to the spa on a port day, nobody was here. I think I saw literally 5 people the entire hour that I was here. And none of them were near me. They were doing their own things. I think 2 people were asleep on the thermal loungers. This huge hot tub and like rain waterfall cave was amazing. And then you can't really see anything in this, but this was a steam room, and it was so aromatic and steamy that like I felt like I could smell sound or something. It was crazy. And then I ended here in the salt room, which was pretty cool. So we rested for a little bit, and then we decided we were going to go check out the harbor area, which has all the ropes course, the cliffhanger, the jaw drop slide, and a couple of other things there. And she is like that. She's probably that much too short. And then all the big water slides she can't do either. The only thing she could do is the kids' water slide, and then the like harbor lighthouse, and some like little jungle gym type thing.
I was sweating with
she was able to do that, and she did that. So now we're back in the room. We're getting close to getting ready to go to Teppanyaki. They say they want us there. They're like, hey, show starts at scheduled booking. So if our show started at 5:30, then you need to be there by 5:25. I will do a separate video where I kind of dive into everything that it comes with. In this video here, I'm just going to do kind of like a quick overview. So subscribe to the channel and go check it out. I will have a whole playlist of all the things we get up to here, including all the specialty dining that we do, which is teppanyaki, and then we're going to do Paxos, I think, tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, so subscribe to the channel to check out some of that stuff. But for now, let's take a little rest and calm down before dinner. Okay, so we made it here to Teppanyaki. Super excited for it. It's like they were bringing everybody in at the same time and loading up every single table at the same time. Like usually they stagger it. No, this is the 5:30 seating. All tables are full at 5:30. So, okay, let's enjoy some teppanyaki. Alright, so we just finished up at Teppanyaki. What'd you think?
The chef said I was very special.
Yes.
So I got all of the special things, including vanilla ice cream. Everyone else got ginger. I kind of feel sorry for them.
You feel sorry for everyone? Yeah, the ginger ice cream is quite an acquired taste. That was really, I think I would go with the vanilla ice cream as well.
So I cut the egg.
Yeah, so there's a part in the show, most shows do this, where they have the egg that they put in the egg fried rice, and they're making the eggs, and then they fold it up into like a snake, and then they do this whole thing, and then they chop it up into pieces, and then they do the thing where they toss it into our mouths as part of the show. And Madison and I are the only people that volunteered. I caught it after my third time, so I think my fourth time I caught it, and I think you caught it after your fourth time, so on your fifth time you caught it, and it was pretty cool. The whole table erupted and stuff. We were all really excited about that. She did a really good job. Here, I'll put in the video of it.
Come on, you can do this, Madison.
You can do it. So yeah, we had a great time. I got the Shogun experience, which is the top experience. We did the dining package, which covered it's like $45, $55 cover charge. And then because I did the Shogun, it was an extra $20 charge. And then her meal was $12 because she had the kids' meal. And it came with the majority of the stuff that the big kids, the adults menu came with. So I don't feel like you were really missing anything. She only had one main like entree, whereas we had like in all the other ones you have like a seafood entree, then a meat entree. So you get a fish and chicken or fish and steak. She had the choice of chicken or shrimp. and that was it.
Shrimp before.
Yeah, she picked the shrimp. So the tiger prawns. Rawr. Yeah. But we had a nice time. It was very good. I really enjoy it. The show, if you've seen one show, you've kind of seen them all, but they are pretty fun. I will say Carnival does the flaming volcano, whereas MSC does not. So that was a little disappointing. She was looking forward to doing the volcano, but they don't do that on MSC ships. That's okay. I understand could be a fire hazard, even though Carnival does it. So there's a 1+ for Carnival, something that I don't do often on this channel. There's an up for Carnival. We're sitting here in the Jean-Philippe Chocolat and Gelato area, looking at all the different chocolate. They have so many different chocolate bars. I want to eat all of them. They look so good. Trying to figure out what we're going to do next. She wants to go back to the kids club, but she was at the kids club a lot today. Oh, they also do crepes here. That was another thing I saw. They did crepes.
Wait, are they the really thin pancakes?
Eh? So what if you just said, I love really thin pancakes?
Okay.
No.
Like I said, we're not leaving San Juan till like 10:30, I think, is all aboard. So I think people are still out and about. So the ship's still kind of empty. I think people are finally coming in for dinner and stuff. So yeah, let's see what else we can get into tonight. Like I said earlier, being in San Juan today, all aboard wasn't till like 10 or 10:30. So even here, the ship, you can see, is pretty empty. It's still early enough in the evening because this ship didn't start the night till about 10 o'clock every single night. So walking around at this time when there's no one in sight, it was kind of different. But again, everyone was still off in San Juan because we were there for so long. But I'm glad I stayed on the ship and went to the spa. That was a super relaxing time, and I would highly suggest doing that if I were you. So Madison's been at the kids club for a little while now. I'm gonna go pick her up in a second, but I've been running back and forth. This promenade is so pretty, especially when these little palm tree light things go off. Right now they're really blue, but they'll do a bunch of different colors. And so I've been kind of running back and forth with the 360 camera, doing some time lapses, and honestly, they are stellar, like super, super cool. I mean, you know, this is deck 8, so our room, deck 10, is just right here. So what you've seen has been pretty much just above this, but being down here on the World Promenade is really cool. The ship's growing on me. At first, I was a little taken back by how big and how much stuff there was, because there's just people everywhere, and a lot of this stuff out here costs extra money, and I'm not a big fan of the whole extra money thing. See, there you go. Now you're getting the other lights. But yeah, and I mean, we got DJ right here, so he's bumping all the music and stuff, which is cool. And then they have like parties and stuff back there. But 8:45, let's go get Madison from the kids club and probably turn it in soon. Tomorrow's a sea day, so we don't really have any plans, but we might as well get early to bed because we missed breakfast this morning. So tomorrow obviously will be another brunch day, so we can do brunch. And with that, we end our day in San Juan with some late night pizza. I'm Rob from Here Today, Where Tomorrow, and we'll see you there. If you like this video and want to see more, please head on over to the channel and subscribe. I post new cruising videos every week.